fascination for men, because in the past you painted a lot of men, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did, but I think now it's not only just men.
It's horses.
No, like I paint women, I paint animals, I paint still lives, and I think I paint situations more than I do make portraits, but I will always think them as situations with figures in it. So yes, in the past, I did make a lot of paintings about man, and because at that time I felt like if I paint a woman, that I think if there is a woman and there is a guy, and then I think somehow in my understanding I felt the power dynamic is so obvious, and what is happening also is very obvious and cliche, and also don't have very much to contribute of paint. I cannot paint like make the painting special. So instead I think there are men who are very tender, vulnerable, or very masculine or macho, or I don't know. I think there's a really wide range spectrum of being a man.
Yeah.
So
there's a mystery. You want to create kind of mystery or ambiguity?
Yes, I guess so. I never really have a statement, or I never really have a very explicit explanation on why I'm doing that. I think just, and also for the man, they are not like generalized man, like this idea of man. They are all very specific people in my life. So it's also, and I'm friends with them. So it's also about painting them and painting these humans I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Simplicity.
I think I really want to reduce unnecessary elements in my painting. I want to only paint things I feel excited to paint. Like for example, if I want to paint a room but I'm not interested in painting the bookshelves, the tables, or just so I just paint the space with geometric shapes.
Because it's too much. You don't want too much.
I think I cannot paint something I don't want to paint. I want to be precise about what I paint, and I have to feel excited.
And you are not afraid of emptiness?
Well, that's always a struggle actually, because last year I made a few paintings which had very airy open backgrounds, and then how can I make this open space look having depth, having space, but actually without any real objects.
So it's a balance.
Yeah, I think I had to find ways to make it exciting for me to make, and then the painting will be exciting.
Western art history.
I really love looking at abstract art. I love looking at Mondrian. I love looking at Joseph Albers, at Reinhardt, Frank Stella, etc. I also really love old paintings. I love Vermeer. I love Piero della Francesca. I love Chardin.
Chardin?
Yes. Yeah.
But the thing is that you are making figuration.
Well, sometimes I also want to make still life paintings. I lived in Holland, and in those 2 years I saw quite a lot of Flemish still life paintings, vanitas paintings, and I think I always kind of want to make still lifes that like my versions of vanitas paintings.
With human beings in it?
No, without human beings.
But most of your work are with human beings.
Well, once in a while I manage to make still lifes without human beings. But again, I feel I have to be very excited about the objects I paint. Yeah.
But so you are really inspired by artistry, right?
Yeah, I really love looking at paintings. I think actually in a museum that's seen the art that I really love, I think that's the most happy moment in life. I feel I'm communicating through history, and also I'm communicating with the artist maybe from 100 years ago, or just feel very fulfilled and enlightened.
What was your last emotion with
Well, it's been a while I saw anything. I went to the Louvre in the summer, and I revisited the Fra Angelico.
Wow.
That was very nice.
China?
I think China is home. China is where I grew up. I don't know.
Yeah, but you are not inspired by Chinese art. You are inspired by Western art.
I think over time I'm more interested in Chinese paintings as well. I think it took me a long time to appreciate them, but now I think it's very profound and very beautiful. But I'm just a beginner.
But you studied in Beijing, no?
Yeah, but it wasn't like I never studied traditional painting, and I wasn't really educated that way. Yeah, I think I was more like educated by my trips to Europe and seeing impressionism.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does Xinyi means?
Huh? Xinyi means joy.
Joy?
Yes.
Color palette.
Color palette. I think a lot about my color palette, and I also spend a lot of time working on the right color palette for me. I don't think I want to take realistic colors. For example, if I want to paint the forest, I really try hard to avoid using green. I wanted to make a painting that you feel very close to reality, but the color is not realistic. And also
so what does the colors show?
the colors, I want it to be kind of pleasing and also a little bit uncomfortable at the same time. I also think color is a very important tool to express emotions, and yeah.
What is your next dream?
Oh, my next dream. I think I would love to, I don't know, I have to think about it. Is this a question you always ask every artist?
Yes.
Oh.
So you have no next dream?
I do have next dream. I would love to have a beautiful studio with a lot of light and not cold.
Wow, this is a complete perfect answer. Thank you.
Thank you.